Flosstube, it's Liz here at Stitchy Bag. Really good to be back with you again, and I want to thank you all for all the comments, all the likes and subscribes that I've had this week, particularly those of you that have joined me from Flannel Jammy's farm. It's so good to have you with me. I've been having a really lovely time this week reading all of your comments, and hopefully I've managed to reply to all of you, but if I haven't, it's an oversight, it's nothing personal, and I will still try and keep coming through and replying to all the comments. So it's been a week, if I'm honest. It's been, I don't know, it's felt like a really long week last week at work, and lots of people were saying the same thing. I think they were just all sorts of things flying around all at once, and they kind of, it was a bit so I was pretty tired last week, and I didn't get a huge amount of stitching done, even though my brain probably needed me to have a bit more stitching time. I physically just wasn't kind of feeling up for it, and I think we all get times like that. So I don't have a huge amount of progress to show you. I've only worked on one project over this last week, which was my Stitch Over Quotes to Live By. So I was working on this square here, and I had just barely started that last time. So this is the progress that I've made this week. I am going to carry on with this one this week and aim to get that square finished. So that's my plan, is get that square finished before I try and work on anything else this week. I'm hoping, pop that down there, I'm hoping that I will get that finished, probably not tonight, but maybe tomorrow. I've still got some more work on the border to do, but the bulk of it's done. There's just some back stitching, and say the rest of the border to do. So fingers crossed that one will get finished in the next couple of days, and I can move on to something else. I'm not sure what yet. It'll be one of the others that I really want to make some progress on. So oh, that sun's got really bright. So it may well be the gift that I've been working on. I really would like to get that finished so that I can give that to the intended recipient. So we will see how I feel. I do tend to, although I've got certain things that I want to finish this year, I do tend to kind of work on what I feel like working on. I don't have a formal rotation. I tried it last year. I kind of got to the beginning of January, and I wrote out all my grand plans for the year and what I was going to work on and when I was going to work on it, and you know what, I hardly did any of it because I just wasn't feeling it. And for me, I've said before, stitching is my hobby, it's my de-stress, it's my relax from the world, and I just want to enjoy what I'm doing. So I stitch what I want to stitch on, and that keeps me happy, and will see me making some progress through. Bear with me, I need a drink. The old throat is feeling a little bit dodgy this morning. Number one son has stayed home from college today. I think he's got a touch of man flu. I'm hoping that he's not going to share that around with the rest of us. I could do without flu at the moment. Just as you'll see from outside, we didn't get the snow. I'm a bit disappointed. I like snow, maybe this week, but I think for us, certainly in this part of the UK, it's more of a surprise if we do get snow than if we don't get it, to be honest. We've had plenty of rain, which is not great. I don't really like rain, but there we go. I live in England, rain is a fact of life. So amongst the comments last week, the lovely Sally, who I've been on retreats with, commented that I didn't actually have an Alice in progress at the moment for my Wonderland wall. And I thought, I need to put that right, I need an Alice going. So this will be a completely unplanned start, but actually Sally was right, I need an Alice going. So I would like your help to help me choose which Alice I'm going to get going next. So I've got 3 different ones here that I would like you to help me choose from. So I've got this one by Madame Chantilly. I'm not even going to try and read I think that's Italian. So if you want me to start that one, just say Madame Chantilly. I have got this one by Collection TraLaLa. It's so cute. Really, really sweet, this one. So if you want me to start this one, just say TraLaLa. And I've got this one by The Little Stitcher. So if you want me to start this one, just say Little Stitcher. So I will probably give it until maybe next Sunday, and then I'll see which one has got the most votes. I've got one of those kitted up. I'm not going to tell you which one because I don't want to influence your votes. So if you vote for the one that I've got kitted up, I will try and get that started next Sunday evening. If you vote for one of the ones that I haven't got kitted up, then I will get it kitted up and I will let you know the results in my next video to see which one that I'm actually going to start. It will be nice to get an Alice going again. So thank you, Sally, for pointing that out to me. Let's see how we go with that one. Haul. I've only got one little bit of haul this week. This was a complete impulse purchase. I was mooching around on Facebook, as we do, and the little beach hut, which sells lovely, lovely cross-stitch patterns, put up a comment that she had some really lovely scissors in, and they were very reasonably priced, and they were completely different to any of the scissors that I've ever bought before in style and shape and everything else. So I bought myself these beautiful, beautiful scissors with the lovely, lovely stalks on, and they're kind of like shears, so that your hand fits in all the way like that. So really, really different to any I've used before. I haven't tried them yet. I only got them out of the packet this morning to show you. They look to be pretty sharp, but I just thought they were so, so pretty. So that's all my haul this week. January is a long month at the end of the pay. It's like I get paid at the end of the month, and it feels like so long since I was paid, and I've still got until Thursday until I get paid. So all my stitchy buying has been put on hold, waiting for payday. So I'm trying not to look on Etsy too much, and looking at my wish list and looking at Crafty Kitten, and I'm just like, no, can't buy. I don't want to use the credit card. It's just like, I'm going to wait until I've actually got money to afford what I'm buying. So yes, resisting temptation for now, but we will see how much longer that lasts once the pay comes in. So one of the things that a couple of people asked for was a flip through of the Renato Parolin book that I got for Christmas. So I thought I would try and do that today, just to kind of show you through the book, show you, not show the charts, but just to show you what some of the patterns are in the book. So this is the first time, obviously, that I've ever done anything quite like this. There are, according to the cover, 33 patterns in this book, and I'm going to try and show things without sort of flashing the chart. So this is the, I'm not going to be telling you the names of the patterns because they're all in Italian, and although I did French at school, Italian is beyond me. So that's the first one here. I'm trying to try and look and make sure I get it all on screen, so that you can see, and hopefully we've not got too much glare. I just think the colours in that are so, so pretty. With the little tendrils of the flowers, and the little thistles, look at these purple thistles. They are so, so cute. Guys, you're going to have to tell me if I'm getting this wrong and you need to see things again. And then we have another one in a similar kind of style, so I would think you could stitch these as companion pieces if you wanted to. There we go. With the grapes and the little curly vine tendrils. That's really pretty. A different colour palette on that one. Oh, and another one. Actually, there are a few in this style. There are 4 in this style altogether, so... Do you know what? I've just missed the... One of them's called Autumn. No, the others are not. Okay, so one of them is called Autumn and one of them's called Winter, effectively. But the others are not called after seasons. That's why I hadn't picked up their 4 seasons pieces. I'm rambling a bit now, aren't I? Sorry. Okay, so that's Autumn. Are we all on there? I love those autumnal colours. They're so pretty. And oh, Winter is gorgeous as well. Look at that. That's lovely. I love the red berries and things in there. So this one, the little birds on the archway. Little lovebirds. Actually, that would be quite a cute little sort of a family sampler, wouldn't it? With the babies in the nest there and the other 2 birds flying in from either side. If you had a big family, that would be a really... no, sorry, that's the one I was meaning. So the first one would be a lovely wedding sampler. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. That would have been a lovely wedding sampler, and then as the family grows, you could do that one. I was looking at the picture on the back of the book and thought it was the same one as I was showing you just now. There's another one with the birds. And another more kind of wintry one. Trees. Renato Parolin and trees, just incredible. He has done a load of woods, so I'm planning to start Il Bosco de Benston, but he's done a load of others that are all in a similar style, with just like silhouettes of trees, and they're charted I think in white on a plain background, and they are really beautiful. I know Casa Sanina has a lot of Renato Parolin in stock, so it's worth it if you like his style, really worth having a look at more of his charts there. He's also done these lovely little villages, like snow winter villages, little villages on a hill, really pretty. I love this one of the little squirrel. Who doesn't love squirrels, right? And a beautiful autumn tree. Again, those gorgeous autumnal colours. So these are all stitched on, it almost looks like a raw linen. Maybe an even weave, but very sort of raw, natural colour. And I think my preference is generally for not for browns and beiges. I tend to prefer, if I'm going to stitch on a neutral background, I would probably go more for a grey rather than those sort of natural brown tones. There are exceptions to that, but generally I prefer grey more. Oh, this is lovely. I don't know if you can see all of that. There we go. Do you know what? I'm looking at this and thinking it's actually French, not Italian. But I know many of his other things are written in Italian, but that's French for mountain. So, and it's been so long since I studied only French. Another little tree there. It doesn't really matter what language it's written in. Cross stitch is a universal language, isn't it? It's like if you can read the numbers, the charts are the same regardless of the language. All you need are your thread numbers and you're away. And a little winter tree. Oh, another squirrel. He must like squirrels. Oh, the owl tree. Some of you commented that you loved from the cover. Beautiful. And you can stitch that in any colour at all, couldn't you? Or a combination of colours. This looks like an ABCs of love, I think, if I'm reading that rightly. Almost like a band sampler, isn't it? And there's a lovely big sampler there. Okay, that's quite different. A different sort of sampler there with different stitches, I think. Different patterns. So I think the translation of that is cross stitch and back stitch borders. That's beautiful, the initials there, the little wreath. It's really, really lovely patterns in here, and so much is kind of left for you to make your own decisions about colour. You know, many of these they've just stitched in red, but you could let your imagination run wild. You could use a beautiful variegated thread. And just have a plain fabric, or you could let the fabric be the star and go with a very plain thread. So many combinations there. Lovely sunflower pattern. There's gorgeous summery flowers and more summery flowers there. And another tree. It's amazing how many different styles of trees you can find in cross stitch. Oh, that's lovely. Look at that lovely Christmassy, wintry goodness there. Isn't that adorable? Beautiful Christmas piece there. I might have to do that one for this Christmas. Love the baubles on that. And we're near the end. For those of you that love the owls, the tree, that would be a lovely piece to go with the owl tree. A couple more trees there. And finishing with a lovely pair of squirrels. So that's a flip through of the book. I will flash up, that's the cover for you, if any of you are interested in getting that one. And I think, have you got that one for me from Amazon? So I'm going to have so much fun with some of those, but not yet because I've got enough on the go. I haven't got enough time to stitch all the things that I want to stitch. This is true. It's just I have so many lovely charts and fabric and everything else, and I wish I had more time to stitch all of the things, but we will get there slowly but surely. So my inspiration for this week, I said it had been a tough week at work, and there was a particular incident at work where I really had to bite my tongue. And I thought, you know, do you know what, you can't choose their behaviour towards you, but you can choose the way that you respond to that behaviour. And Maya Angelou, I think, summed it up really well, and I'm going to have to read this to make sure that I get it right. That people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And for me, it's like never a truer word. It's actually how we go through our lives, making people feel, how we choose to behave towards them. That is what's really important. So I think we're short but sweet today because I didn't have many whips or much progress to show you. But in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Goodbye.